them! How could they? I will kill them!
Morning, Miss Vicky.
Morning.
Hey, peace troops and trade unions protested Allies blockade. Read all about it. Morning, sir.
Yeah, it was 3 hours ago.
Such peace with Russia, eh?
With them Bolshies. Don't give me that. Evens, that's what they are. And worse. Even heard they go in for free love, never. Well, I'm telling you. Not just with them fancy girls, neither. Women never should have got the vote.
Morning, Mum. Don't tell me. 2 carrots, 1 Swede, and half a pound of spuds.
MP protests and riding cost of food.
How's life treating you, then?
So then we went to the cinema to see the Smart Set, and afterwards, Buffy actually whisked me off to an illicit sherry party at Ma Merrick's. No, we were not raided, and don't you mean it was perfectly divine? In fact, it was probably the most delicious... Oh, no! Oh, I'm going to be late for work. Yes, that's what I said, work. I'm a working girl now, unlike some. Jenkins, run my bath. Oh, pop in some of that new florist.
This is all we need. The services you provided were totally unsatisfactory. Not only did your Miss Barton arrive late,
I apologise.
but she was careless, and while in the house broke one of my family's heirlooms.
It was a milk jug in the kitchen, and it was cracked anyway. I didn't even bother to tell you because it was so tatty.
Here it comes. I am, of course, bound to report my dissatisfaction to... God, she's pompous, to your father, since he recommended your agency. I will also warn my acquaintances about your unsatisfactory services.
Well, I mean, you see what sort of woman she is.
You do realise much more of this, and we might as well shut up shop and have done.
Who wants to try like that, anyway?
Vicky, that's not the attitude to have. Sorry I'm late. What's the matter?
Some old woman is having a moan about me because I broke an old milk jug.
Oh dear. It's much more serious than that, Barbara.
Yes, actually it is. I mean, look at the state of the office. Just look at it. And you two are always late.
Don't change the subject, Vicky. The customer is always right.
All right. All right. I've got the message. If your precious milk jug is so important, I will go out and buy her a new one right now.
Vicky! She seems annoyed. So would you be if you'd had a letter of complaint.
Oh, no.
Here, read it.
I say.
A few more like that and nobody will hire us.
For goodness sake, don't exaggerate.
Exaggerate? You must realise we haven't even begun to pay our way yet.
I suppose I could try for a loan.
Be your age.
Ta. Thank you.
Morning, lads. Here we are.
God bless you, Guff.
Drop back before closing and I'll sort you out some odds and ends of veg, all right?
Oh, much obliged, Guff.
Please start and do.
Dan and Babs, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Only you know how worked up I get.
Vicky, let's forget it. And let's have a cuppa. Only this time, no broken milk jugs.
I will make it.
Damnation. Die. Oh, yes, well, I've just remembered I've got to take time off to visit Hugo, and I feel guilty enough as it is.
Who?
A friend of James. They were at varsity together.
Oh, the one who lost his leg.
That's the one, so I can't possibly get out of it. must say, I'm not looking forward to it.
Too much of a reminder.
I don't need reminding. No. It's just that he used to be such an athlete. Anyway, we've decided on our plan of campaign.
Yes. I turn over a new leaf, never to be late again, and I make up a timetable of who cleans what and when.
And I tidy the desk and all the drawers, and then I tackle the typewriting machine. Filthy monster. Oh, my sainted aunt.
Not another letter of complaint.
On the contrary. Listen. Your advertisement in The Lady stated that you are most discreet. If this is truly so, I wish to use your services for a matter of the greatest delicacy. I receive between the hours of 4 to 6, but do not come on a Friday, which is most unpropitious. The Countess Kutuzov. Postscriptum. I notice you live nearby, which is a good omen.
Say we'll call at 5 and let's just hope she's stinking rich, that's all. Excuse me. Does the Countess Kutuzov live here? Then could you give her this letter? And don't lose it, it's most important. Oh dear.
And that's when Peter was still alive, before we had to sell the estate.
Where are you?
Up at Varsity with James, I expect.
Before the war. Seems like 100 years ago.
Could say that. Still, when I get my tin leg, I'll be as good as new, you'll see.
Of course you will.
Poor old Mater I feel sorry for. It's not easy on a pension, what with the cost of everything. But she would insist on taking these furnished rooms so that I'd be near a specialist. You know what a fusspot she is.
But enough of us. Go on about this splendid enterprise of yours.
As I said, it's simply helping people. And getting paid for it, of course. Nothing too large or too small, as long as it's legal.
I see quite a few ex-officer chaps are advertising their services when they're not selling stuff door to door. So aren't I the lucky one to be so snug and warm?
There we are. Glass from a garden and fit for a countess, eh?
Frank, you're a puppet.
I think them foreigners like more than a single rose.
How do you know?
Ask no questions.
Oh, I thought I'd never get here. Honestly, there's a march a mile long. Traffic's at a standstill.
Ex-servicemen, I expect.
No, I think they were Irish. Something about marching to the scrubs to support the hunger strikers.
Poor devils are probably being force-fed like the suffragettes.
Look, if we do not hurry up, we are going to be late. So come on.
Here we are, lads. Good enough for soup, if nothing else.
We're very grateful, especially when it's a parking.
Yeah, cold as charity.
Yeah, you're wrong there, Gov. It's charity what keeps us going.
Here we are. Can I get them on there?
Thank you.
Did warn you. Not a very salubrious area.
No. Are you sure you rang the bell?
Don't be silly.
Countess?
Alexandra Eduardovna Kutuzova.
How do you do? How do you do?
And to whom am I speaking?
Miss Victoria Barton, the Honourable Barbara Palmer, and I'm Mrs. James Granville, Diana.
Your husband allows you to work?
I'm a widow.
Ah. I see you.
For you.
Ah, how touching. I shall be serving Russian tea, nougat, and vodka. Mais maintenant, les questions. Oh, you do, of course, speak French.
Not very well. More soldiers' French, actually.
Well, mostly picked up behind the lines, I'm afraid.
You're anarchists?
No, we were drivers. We drove ambulances.
Amazing. So, to the business. But first, I must be assured of your political allegiance.
We're just English.
Ah, how charming. And how very acceptable. Baba. Now, how to start, as Nanny McPhee would have said. I was born on the 18th day of the 4th month at precisely 8 o'clock, which linked together makes the year of my birth, 1848.
Oh, goodness.
Apart from my arrival, there was nothing good about that year. The year poor Count Metternich was forced to stuff himself within a laundry basket.
Whatever for?
To escape the hordes. What else? I was born to turmoil. You wonder how an aristocrat can live in such a pigsty.
I wouldn't dream of wondering.
For national security.
Gosh.
In such a hovel, who would look for the blue blood? None more so. And all legitimate. And when my Constantine, God smile on his tormented soul, learned the hour, day, month, and year of my birth, what did the adorable darling do?
I can't think.
He proposed, being devoted to the mystery of numbers, primaries, divisibles, and the ever-recurring decimal leading even to eternity, which in his case was sooner than he expected. He was assassinated.
Oh, assassinated?
Perchance, of course. But then, as you live, so you die. He played the tables. Vash zdoroviu. But I and my nephew Henri made our escape. But no, that sounds too criminal. We absented ourselves from Mother Russia and those murderous and scheming Bolsheviks. We carried only the barest essentials: portmanteau, a few boxes of crested silver, the family photographs. We left for London, and my husband's closest friend, Count Litvinov, forced to open a restaurant. But I'm told it's a very grand restaurant. My gallant Henri hid all my jewels about his person. And we had agreed that if we were separated or murdered, we would make our rendezvous with the good Count Litvinov. And now comes the unhappy reason for my sending for you. Between descending the train at the station for Victoria and searching for a taxicab, I lost... No, they were surely stolen by those unspeakable Bolsheviks. Not only the jewels, but the nephew of my bosom. I lost Henri.
So, Henri has disappeared with the jewel.
We could be on the track of kidnappers.
I suppose it is a bit far-fetched.
Mind, from what one hears, the Bolsheviks believe that all possessions belong to the people.
Talking of which, you do realize we never discussed the fees.
Even as we stand here, they could be watching, lurking in some darkened doorway. Oh, you do talk Tommy Rod. All the same, we have to talk to the Count, so let's get out of here and into his grand restaurant. Besides, I'm absolutely famished.
Oh, so am I.
You've no romance. That's your trouble.
The Countess, my dearest Shura. She relies on me for everything, but everything. As did her husband, Constantine. What an aristocrat. let me tell you, if Henri was only mislaid, like your famous Lady Bracknell's handbag, he would certainly have made contact with me.
Count Litvinov.
Oh, please. To my friends, and I hope you will be very good friends, I am always Alex.
Alex, then. Why was the Countess so adamant about not going to the police?
Is it not obvious? Spies.
Spies?
But of course, these Bolsheviki, they are everywhere.
Gosh.
Not in Scotland Yard, surely. I mean, wouldn't they stick out like a sore thumb?
But not their sympathizers, or as my old nanny once charmingly put it, birds of a feather. No, no. Kidnapping is the only sensible solution.
Sensible?
You disagree?
Well, I mean, it is all right.
Melodramatic? That is our life, my sweet little innocent.
Well, I still don't see why an ordinary thief couldn't have just pickpocketed the jewels.
He'd hardly have pickpocketed Henri as well.
Touché. You will see. Very soon, there will be a ransom demand. Ah, mademoiselle, excusez-moi.
Isn't he simply adorable? He was pretty unfeeling about poor Henri.
Well, the Countess wasn't much better. This restaurant isn't a bit grand, like she said.
Poor Alex. Did you just see how he grabbed that money?
No.
1,000 pardons. I thought it best that the musician should not play for us when we are discussing such a very tragic subject.
How sensitive.
Tell me, if, as you say, the Bolsheviks are at the bottom of everything, well, how on earth do we find them?
Apart from going to Scotland Yard, that is.
On no account must you do anything. It is much too dangerous.
But we cannot just sit back and let Henri gallivant away.
True love, how it takes one back. 1,000 pardons. You were saying?
You must understand that the Countess has employed us to find Henri and the jewels.
So it would be wrong not to do something.
In which case, may I suggest that you cast your eyes on the ill-tempered Baba?
Baba?
Consider, is she not a peasant, and therefore a possible Bolshevik?
Yes, but say you were trying to trace a foreigner who disappeared, where would you start? Father, I do know a solicitor doesn't, but just supposing. Salvation Army Missing Persons Bureau. Police registration list. Bless you, Father, and I'll... Oh, no, I'm sorry, but I can't. Well, I'm still working. No, I can't just drop everything. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Honestly, my aunt is ill and I'm expected to play hostess for his dinner party.
I do wish they'd take our work more seriously. My family are just the same.
This machine, honestly, I'd rather grease the springs of my ambulance.
Oh, I miss it. Don't you?
At least that was real. Unlike the Countess and the sinister Baba.
Not to mention her oh so charming Alex. I'll give him Little Innocent.
He is rather musical comedy.
Oh, Buffy and Babs. Do you know she's only put herself down for Saturdays, which is about 1 week in 3?
Typical.
Chuck them on the table, Buffy. Disguise, darlings.
Yes, for?
Sharpen up. So we're keeping a beady eye on you-know-who. We can't be too careful. Bolsheviks we're dealing with. Anarchists, bombs.
I say, no need to be on the QV with old Buffy.
You may be many things, my angel, but discreet you are not, so be off.
But what about...
I know, shabby party. Don't fret, I'll be there.
Top hole. Yes, well, I'll, Yes.
Where do you find them? He's a divine dancer, and he'll do anything for me.
Ah. Oh, do you think, where did you scrounge those?
Buffy? Grandmama's staff forked out. Wasn't easy, I can tell you. Jenkins can be jolly stroppy.
I'm not surprised. Aren't you overdoing it a bit?
You didn't go to the Countess in daylight. I tell you, I stuck out like a beacon. I'm not taking any chances. Not with that lot.
In which case, you take first shift, and I'll take over when I get back from Hugo's.
Right.
And be careful.
You must be frozen.
No, work's a great warmer. Oh, talking of which, I noticed Miss Bab with some old clothes. Only if they're for a jumble, that ex-service bank could do with some.
Poor devils.
Yeah, got chatting to them last night. Well, they're down on their uppers. So if she could spare an overcoat or a muffler or something.
I'm afraid they belong to someone, but I'll tell you what. I'm visiting an old university friend of James who can't go out. I'll ask him if he has anything.
Oh, I'll be much obliged.
Morning.
Morning, Sydney. And what disasters do you bring today?
Pankhurst. Her what lives in the East End, interfering old cow. Yeah, she's down there at them docks, speechifying on how they must fight the blockade against the Ruskies. Should never have been let out of doors.
Ruskies?
Women.
Women?
Showing their ankles to all and sundry.
Countess Kutuzov, is
If that is a tradesman, I'm on my deathbed.
It's me, Miss Barton.
You will wait, Baba. In my country, it is only tradesmen who call unannounced.
Yes. I do apologize, only I felt there was something we ought to discuss.
Well, in that case, perhaps you had better sit.
Thank you.
So, you have come to report, n'est-ce pas?
Well, no, actually, it's too soon for results, I'm afraid. But, well, we forgot to discuss our arrangement. I mean, money.
I never discuss money. Of Olga Keller.
Yes, I expect it is, but we are a
I
very
shall
small...
pay by results.
But
you know, young girls are much concerned with their appearance. So, in exchange for nephew and jewels, I shall present you with a diamond.
A diamond?
So much more amusing, don't you think?
Yes. But what if we fail to find either?
Well, in that case, I shall present you with this. It was my sainted father.
State! State!
Barbara. I will not taint my lips with a description of her mother unsanctified by Holy Church.
Well, forgive me for saying so, but if she's so unsuitable, why do you put up with her?
Well, she belongs to me.
Belongs?
But of course she's like a serf. Ferme la porte. Mon Dieu, what I have to put up with that ignorant creature. If my Constantine could see how much I suffer.
Suffer?
Suffer.
Oh, no.
What do you know? And now, having upset me, you leave.
Yes, of course, I'm sorry. And despite the hour, thank you for seeing me. Well, really?
but taking no chances, not with these people. Now listen, Diana's taking over about 12, so you can relieve her later. Be sure to change. They mustn't recognize you.
Just take your pick. Coats, gloves, scarves, it's my pleasure. After all, I don't see myself getting out yet a while, whatever the sawbones says.
Oh, the men will be very grateful.
What regiment were they in?
I'm afraid I didn't ask.
No matter. At least I can do something for once.
You seem rather down.
God knows, it's only... I don't know. One does miss some of the old hijinks. And mate has been a brick, but...
Oh!
It's nice to see someone young for a change.
How about your fellow officers? Don't they visit you?
Stopped it on Hill 60. All but yours truly. I was the lucky one, don't you know?
Yes, of course. Yes. Hugo, these ex-soldiers, perhaps they could visit you.
For heaven's sake, leave out the pity, old girl.
It's them I feel sorry for. Not easy to hold on to your pride when you exist on handouts.
No. Sorry.
Only I know they'd want to thank you. So, if you could ask them to do some errand or other...
But they'd think they'd repaid me. Well, there is that. Just so long as you bring them along. Any excuse better than none.
It's my pleasure.
No. It's mine.
Yes, madam. Well, I'll be jiggered.
Ask no questions. 1 parcel of coats and scarves, Miss Diana, as per your instructions, sir.
That was quick.
You are dealing with the most efficient organisation. To prove it, I shall make you a cup of tea.
Oh, yeah, don't forget.
I know, 3 sugars and go easy on the milk.
Oh, no, you don't. time you went to relieve Vicky?
Can't.
Why not?
Told you. Semi-party. Oh, what's more, I'm going to be frightfully late. Oh, no, just look at me.
What about this new leaf you're meant to be turning over? And you were late again?
I was not late again. I was wheedling out those old clothes, as you jolly well know.
And you've eaten most of the crumpets. Honestly, Babs, how anyone ever puts up with you?
Well, Buffy simply adores me, so there.
All right. Oh, it's a bit on the large side.
Large? It's bloody marvellous. Haven't felt so snug since they kitted me out with me winter issue.
Thank God they don't smell the same. That pong when they was wet. Oh, that takes me back. Do you remember the Long Johns? Scratched a sight more than the fleas.
Hi, Frank.
Mine, there you go. One of my lovely girls.
That Babs should be hung, drawn and quartered, leaving you stranded like that.
No shame. That's our trouble. And as for that old crone selling the Countess's silver behind her back...
Not to mention the note, which means she must be in cahoots with Henri's kidnappers.
And a common thief to boot.
This place, it looks like a laundry. Hold on. Surely the Countess has noticed her stuff disappearing.
Well, not if the vase was in one of the portmanteaux. And as for the picture frame, well, it's my guess the old girl's short-sighted. Or why the lorgnette?
There's a thought. And with all that makeup she plasters on, she's much too vain to wear spectacles. Anyway, at least we're getting somewhere.
No thanks to Babs. You know, sometimes I do wonder why we put up with her.
My very words. Right, then. I must get ready and go to the police station to find out how to check on the aliens register.
And I'm for the Salvation Army. So I might as well stay in these. Oh dear, they're so depressing. And all the time our little madam is...
I'm sorry, my dear, we have no note of your Henri. Still, sounds a bit highfalutin for the likes of us. As for loss of memory, well, none of our poor souls speaks anything so exotic as that there Russian. Still, we mustn't give up hope, must we? So you send me an exact description.
Yes. And, thank you for seeing me when you're so busy.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. And the good Lord go with you.
As for finding a decent parlourmaid, I tell you, Buffy, I'm desperate. Absolutely desperate. And to top it all, I'm none too sure cook isn't about to do a bump.
I say, that is the limit.
Personally, I put it down to the war. Skipping off to those factories. Just because we got their evenings off. Not to mention the whole of Sunday. Damned absurd. I tell you, Buffy, it's forced me into this illicit gambling. If only to earn the bitch's wages.
More than I can. Third dive tonight, I've lost in all of them. Tell me, my angel, anything catch your fancy?
I'm having a bruise.
I was.
Out there! Petersburg be shut! And have you forgotten that I've given you security 30 times greater than my debts?
Nothing. All very helpful, but... And you?
Apply to the Home Office. And it's not their policy, etc., etc. Fancy a drink?
Oh, yes, would I? Shouldn't you be at your father's party?
Yes, but I'm not going. I feel more at home here.
Yes, I know what you mean. At least all this is our very own.
And every stick a struggle.
Not easy.
Oh, who on earth? Hello, ladies and... Wouldn't you know our lily of the field? Hmm? At this hour? Are you mad? We'll We'll be there right away. I don't believe it.
Believe what? The jewels. What about the jewels?
Babs has found them. You still haven't answered either of our questions.
Where are the jewels?
Where is Henri?
I am a gentleman, and one gentleman does not inform one another.
We're getting a little tired of these games, Mr. Litvinov.
Count Litvinov, if you'd be so kind.
Whatever you choose to call yourself, I want to know where Henri is.
You don't trust me. I a Count of the Imperial Court of St. Petersburg. But then, such is the fate of an exile.
Count Litvinov, all we're interested
Next year, we shall be back on our estates, back on our lands. There is no way these Bolsheviki can last. Lenin, nothing. Trotsky, the days are counted.
Please don't change the subject.
Ah, it is the jewels, is it not? Do not fear, my little pigeons. They are quite safe. I have the receipt.
The receipt?
I told you it was security against our pitiful gambling debts.
Yes, but why should Henri disappear?
He had no choice. It was a question of honor. Henri was entrusted with the jewels. The jewels have temporarily disappeared. So must Henri.
Oh, rubbish!
You prefer that we should shoot ourselves, like my poor Constantine. God rest his soul.
Tick. Surely he was assassinated.
By his own hand, yes.
That's not the same thing.
Hold on, Babs, hold on. Let's not get sidetracked. I'm sorry, but I must insist you tell us where to find Henri.
And I must insist that my honor does not allow me.
Oh, to hell with your honor. Come along.
What is this,
We have
please?
just resigned from this undertaking. Goodbye.
Please, you do not understand. I will explain everything. I begged that pig of a casino manager to let me borrow the jewels for one single night, but he refused.
For a single night?
For the celebration, of course. Everybody will be there, but if the Countess has no tiara...
What celebration?
For our deliverance, of course, from the Bolsheviki. Oh, my poor Shura, how my heart bleeds for her.
Police, Salience Department. We're trying to discover the whereabouts of one Victor Kolnikov, alias Sergei Borodin, also known as Henry Kutuzov.
Henri?
Oh, and what do you want with him?
He's a registered alien. He's failed to notify his change of address. If you know where he is...
I am Count Kutuzov.
Henry Kutuzov, we wish to ask you some questions. Would you come with us, please?
Certainly. Thank you. It is all a mistake, of course. Please do excuse me.
Oh, such an aristocrat. Always such dignity.
I knew that Henri was not dead.
You knew?
Ah, in my heart I knew. Those tarot cards are never wrong. And where is my naughty boy?
I'm afraid he was too ashamed to show himself until we told you.
Oh, such delicacy.
Quite. Still, the jewels are safe. So all you have to do now is to pay the manager, and you can have them back.
Such optimism. Baba. I am Alexandra Eduardovna Kutuzova, famous Georgian beauty, mistress of vast estates, and I have nothing. I have nothing but my memories.
But you said you were going to pay us with one of your diamonds.
I would have thought of something. And besides, my name alone is worth fortune. By appointment to Russian nobility.
I beg leave to doubt that.
Now you are being impertinent. Besides, I had planned to invite you to my celebration, and that party would be like diamond for you.
Nearly 11?
Time to remember, as they say.
Yeah. 11th hour of the 11th day, the 11th month.
And there it was in black and white. Could have knocked us down with a feather.
Fancy us being in the very same company.
Amazing.
Of course, we all knew the captain had caught it.
Would you like to see him?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Voila! The traveler returns.
Oh, my darling boy. Oh. Ah, now this is a real celebration. Ah, da! Fotografia!
Magnificent. And the buffets.
You're wondering how I can afford such a feast.
You sold one of your jewels?
I had how do you call it? A small, a flutter on the dogs. And fortune had the grace to smile upon me.
You went to the dogs?
Baba has some arrangement for putting bets with a runner.
A runner? You're deaf.
English girls, you're always murmuring. Baba?
But I thought the police.
Ah, it was a mere technicality.
Sir Graham of Pockyer.
Divide.
The English police are such gentlemen, and they know an aristocrat when they see one.
Well, now that's so. Please, will you put me out of my misery and explain why the Count was so beastly as to point the finger at poor Baba?
Ah, you swear you will never speak of it.
Cross my heart and swear to die.
Oh, you could be Russian. It is this way. When they were both young, he wished to pass the time with her, and she rejected his advances.
Did she, by Jove? Is that why the Countess is so perfectly horrid to her?
The very idea. No. Many, many years ago, my aunt's father, God rest his romantic soul, had a petite liaison with the kitchen maid. Droit de seigneur. Vous comprenez?
Just about.
Et voilà.
Baba?
Ah, but such a gentleman was he that he settled money on her from funds he had in Switzerland, where he was an ambassador of some brilliance. It is, of course, what they both live on.
Both?
So why not?
All I can say is, if I were Baba, I'd take the money and run.
Desert her half-sister, never. Besides, she has no English. Where could she go?
Poor Baba.
Not so poor, I can assure you. She is not her father's daughter for nothing. My aunt owes her no less than £70,000 in IOUs.
What on earth?
And you know that.
She is the finest poker player east of the Europe.
What I still don't understand is why doesn't the Countess sell some of her jewels and solve everything?
But how can she when Constantine sold them all to pay off his debts? They are paste. They are quite worthless.
Well, are we not superb?
I can honestly say, a revelation.
But it is as nothing compared to Petersburg. Oh, that was a glory. But then when one is so dreadfully poor... I've enjoyed it too.